Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. This is episode 111 of the NgoVo Convo podcast. We're two stupids. Yeah. Make a hype.
Right.
It's him and I making a hype. Right.
Hyping it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or maybe not this time. I don't know. I'm one of your hosts, Veronica Bone. I'm joined by Harrison No. He's that way. I'm this way.
Over there.
We're good.
Here. Where? Don't worry about it.
Wow. Yeah. If you're new here, we both just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics, but really, we're trying to clear up this never-ending backlog, which is happening today. This episode. Yeah. And we'll tell you why in a little bit. But some would say it's two people, him and I, Harrison and Veronica, conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo spot right over there.
I could see the gears in Harrison's head, like, where is she going with this?
No comment.
Oh, man, that's funny. But you can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're on all pluses, 10 pluses, all of them.
All
everywhere.
plus of them.
Yes. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about Black Clover, the movie. Sort of the Wizard King that came out on Netflix last month. So if you haven't finished it, it's on Netflix. It's about an hour and a half, hour 45, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It's pretty short.
It was kind of, I think it was almost 2 hours, but there's credits.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah. So yeah, just come back to us in a day or two. Like this video, keep it in your save later, watch for later queue, if you do it right. But, Harrison, your non-spoiler thoughts, since it's been a while since Black Clover has ended.
It's been a while. It has been a while. And
it has been a while.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was good to okay to good. Like I enjoyed like chunks of it. I loved that we got Black Clover again, right? Because it's one of those things where I know people hate on it, but if you watch this movie now, I think you may hate on it for the same reason that people hate on initially.
Yes, I totally agree.
Hated the show initially. And let's not beat around. Is Asta's voice is the main actor?
Listen, voice actor has had a few years off, I think, from Black Clover, and I think he just wanted to express himself again.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
A bit.
Yeah, but that was the whole reason why I keep telling people to like endure like 20-something episodes.
First like 20 episodes, yeah.
Because then he starts realizing, I can't do this for forever. But yeah, I agree. I think it's that he's finally had time to like just relax his voice, and start screaming again.
Yeah.
I mean, that is odd. Like, I guess in the manga you could claim like, yeah, it's him screaming a lot at times. At times I don't think so, but
at times I don't think it's necessary for him to scream.
Yeah. And I thought it's weird because it's like one of those like I think this is this movie's not, well, it's not canon, right? But it's like,
it's not canon, but you can place it after the ending of the anime.
Yes. So it makes sense anime wise.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anime wise it makes sense. But
we're not going to spoil it because the ending of that anime is just,
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
If anything, we did do a video on that too, so you can give that a watch. Or just go watch it. Because we only did, like, I think the most recent season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most recent arc or something.
But other than
it's been a while.
Getting past that, I thought it was, otherwise, I thought it was fun. It's nice being back in the world of Black Clover. It was fun seeing all the characters go about. If anything, this movie just made me, like, think, oh, let's just continue the anime. Oh, wait, they're busy animating
Bleach. And you know what? The funny part is, I think Studio Pierrot love Bleach a lot.
Yes.
And I think you can tell when Bleach released after, like a few weeks after.
Everything.
Yeah, they like, you can just tell animation-wise that they love Bleach a bit more.
You could tell.
And you could also compare it with like Boruto too.
Yes, I was gonna say just compare it to Boruto, and then you could tell.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. I think I like this movie a bit more than Harrison.
Yeah, and I didn't really have a high, just a smidge, because I didn't really have high expectations. I wasn't, because I was expecting, non-canon
stuff.
Anime movies is just kind of like
they're okay.
They're okay. Yeah, they just give more info, like, you know, just give more content for the sake of content, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I have, and then I thought the fights were fun. I thought the animation was cool. I think seeing all the characters was fun. I think the plot was just kind of weird at times.
I can see that.
And we'll get into details on, like, I'll explain like the one thing I had my gripes on. But other than that, otherwise it was fun to watch. I think it was just, again, just like, oh, I want to see more of the anime. It's back for a bit. But what about you? You say so you liked it a little bit more than me, but anything you want to expand on?
Listen, I was here for Yami and Yami only.
Same.
No, I thought it was fun. And then your brother enjoys the plot. Like the other plot, not like the plot. Like the plot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that was fun. I thought overall, I agree with you on Asta's voice actor. We watch this in sub. So, if you know the sub voice actor, you will understand that he screeches a lot. No, but I agree. I agree with you on the screeching. I think I had fun with it a little bit more because I don't know if it's because I watched it during, like, release weekend. Like, I just watched it, like, as soon as possible, and you kind of waited a little bit, so I don't know if, like, that excitement was kind of, like, over.
No.
But I don't know. I
didn't have high expectations. I wasn't super high. I was just wanted to, I'll watch the movie. It was, like, that kind of thing. And
I knew there was going to be, like, fights and, like, weird stuff, coming in. But I think I overall enjoyed it.
And animation is wild. It's fun to see the fights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're, again,
it's crazy.
That's what I kind of came for. I was like, I'm just here for, like, the crazy magic fights. So.
Yeah. And it was so nice to see all the captains, the Black Bulls. Like, it was just really nice to see them, like, together again on screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just get into spoiler thoughts. Let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Yes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's talk about Yami.
Let's talk about Yami.
Can we talk about young Yami? Let's go back 10 years.
Oh, it was cool to see all of them cool? Younger. It was actually kind of funny.
It was cool, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was nice. I was like, it's baby Yami. And my husband's not, like, a big fan of Black Clover, so he's just, like, sitting there watching. He's like, who's this? And I was like, that's Yami that you have to compete with.
Hey, yo.
But did you like the antagonist, Conrad?
Yes, I thought he was really cool. I thought his powers were really cool. It's really OP. Also, just, like, OP as well, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I thought his design was cool. I thought everything about him was pretty cool. Yeah. And I think because it was, like, 10 years prior, right?
Yeah, it was 10 years prior.
So
to, like, present day.
I think that was the one. So that is the one thing I did find cool was, this guy would know all of most of the captains. Most of them, right? Like, because they were all there, like, sealing him away. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dope.
What was your one gripe? What was so weird?
So not the antagonist specifically. It was the bad guys though, like the group, because the other three, they were former Wizard Kings. They were former Wizard Kings as well.
Yeah.
And I think they just got the point across kind of too late, the, like, why they joined him, because he was like, these people joined me, and of course they would, like, they understand why. And I think they kind of just left it. It kept it vague, but I mean, we still got info and we got the idea, but it kept the truly vague for the other three of, like, why they wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, essentially it was just like, the upper class or higher class mess with, like, everything, right? Essentially. I forgot the wording, but it was like the old man said, like, because the older one, Edward, when he fought Noelle, he's like, oh, you're noble. Okay, if only there was some like you back then.
Yeah.
And it's the classic thing it was the classic issue that they kind of allude to in the anime anyway. It's just, one, I think it's been a while, but two, it just felt
It was too late in the game.
It was too late in the game when they explained it, and I was like, okay, well you're all about to go away now, so I guess whatever. That was my one.
No, yeah, I got that vibe too. Like I could feel like it was too late to explain why they were there.
And I think it's hard to also explain, like, currently we've only known, for anyone that's watching, you've only known the current Wizard King. I forget his name all of a sudden. Holy shit. I can't remember. Julius. Yeah, there we go. And everyone knows that he's like really good, blah, blah, all that stuff. He's like really good. But I think this is just me like trying to figure out, like, okay, have the Wizard Kings always been kind of corrupt or like kind of like trying to fight against this kind of thing? But you can't tell to some extent. But you can also kind of can. Again, I think it's a mix of, it's been a while since I've watched anime because I'm still reading. That's the other thing. I'm still reading that manga.
Me too.
So different mindset on that front.
Yeah. I think reading it's completely different.
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
No, I can see that. I agree.
Yeah, their reasoning for why they were like, oh yeah, let's just kill everyone. That like essentially
and start over, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my only big negative where I just couldn't. I was like, damn, I can't get past this, and I really wanted to. I was like, this is not that bad. Otherwise, Conrad looked cool.
Dude, Conrad.
I liked his design,
really cool.
And then I think all the other Wizard Kings designs are pretty cool too.
How'd you feel about Funny Bunny?
I was gonna say
Princia Funny Bunny.
I was like, wow, that's a name. But I liked her fight.
Dude, it was mommy versus mommy.
100%.
But that just shows that Vermilion, she's crazy.
Oh, absolutely crazy.
Absolutely. She went 1v1 while the rest went like 1v like 4, 1v10.
Yeah.
And then yeah. She for sure carried.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's fun.
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. For the plot. Like your brother said.
For the plot.
But did you like how what'd you think about like the whole beginning part where like it was like Asta versus and they were like at the festival and then all like that drama hit. Did you enjoy Asta versus
I thought
to me it was too long. It was too. We were too far gone from the anime that I didn't miss them that much. If that made sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was nice to see them on screen.
Yeah,
but like
I have. So I want to just preface this. When it comes to filler anime movies, I do come in with this mindset of why do I care?
Yeah, it's true. Because it's not canon.
Because it's not canon.
Most of the time.
That's why with Demon Slayer, it was the first time it was like, oh, they did. It was a canon because it was actually like arc. from the arc.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, every time it's always like, oh, it's just more of this anime, which I'm like, okay, cool. Like I did miss Black Clover, but I guess it wasn't like you mentioned. It's just the mindset of like me watching it. Like I was like, oh, they're about to fight. Oh, in my head, I'm like, I've seen enough of this that they're just gonna get cut off.
Exactly.
And then they'll fight, quote unquote, at the end again.
Did you like the part where Conrad was like coming in and they were fighting and all the captains were there?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
I wish they had more Dorothy. Because she was in there for like maybe like 2 seconds.
She might be too OP at this point.
No, her magic is so cool and so crazy.
It's cool, but again, like I said, like certain people that weren't there, I'm like, it's for a plot reason.
Yeah.
Let's be real. So.
Hey, if she dreamed up that world, they would have been gone.
That's true. It's true.
They would have been gone.
Because she came in at the end, right?
Yeah.
Or mid-battle or something. I forget.
Yeah. With everyone.
Yeah.
Is Yami still your favorite?
Yami's still my favorite. 100%. Like, no shot. No competition. I see all the other casters. I'm like, all right, you're going to do your typical thing, but Yami's here. She's going to be like, oh,
Yami's like, hi! But Charlotte, come on now. That's her man.
I did miss her inner squeals. So good.
But I must say her inner squeals is what we all as an audience collectively feel about Yami.
Oh yeah, 100%. I will. So throughout the whole movie, though, I will say I think it was cool to see older characters, but it was more fun to just see the Black Bulls again. I think that's
as a whole, yeah.
Yeah, because
I was just gonna talk about that. Did you like seeing them again?
Mm-hmm.
Like just them?
Yeah, like whenever they do their stuff or like they're fighting together, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just a good fun reminder of like how I think they did a very good job of juggling characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Compared to Fairy Tail.
Okay, someone's a bit triggered.
No, it's just magic. I'm talking magic. Magic,
no.
you know.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, someone's triggered.
No, I'm just spitting facts.
Yeah, that's fine. Did you have a favorite fight? Was there one that like really stood out to you?
I think it was fun to see the not Klaus. I don't know why I wanted to say that. What's his name? It's the Jester one.
Oh yes,
Jester. I think Jester was probably the most fleshed out. Okay, out of the three other ones, besides Conrad, because Conrad's an obvious like he'll have his motivations and stuff.
There's Edward, who's the older gentleman.
Yeah.
Jester, who's like kind of like the younger one, and then Princia Funny Bunny, which gave her a very funny name. I was like, Funny Bunny.
Yeah. Out of all of them, I think Jester's was the most fun to see because he's low key unhinged, and then because
I think
Funny Bunny felt like it was like one of those like she kind of matched oh my god, what's her name?
Mariel.
I can never say her.
Yeah, I can never say it. Vermilion. I just call it Vermilion. That's her last name.
Sismillion.
Yeah.
Siscoli. No, like it felt like it was just like cool, they're kind of the same, right? And then
they match up.
They just matched up.
Yeah.
I think the fight for Jester was the coolest because it as it evolved, it just got cooler and cooler. And of course, it does show like these guys work Wizard King, so of course they'd be crazy strong. Oh yeah.
And it was like a 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
It had Yami, Nazel.
Yeah.
Frigolian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite, the Jester one.
Yeah. Otherwise,
not because of Yami.
But... Sure. Otherwise, the Wizard King Edward was pretty. I think his stuff is like the most cool. It was pretty cool too. Like he seems very dapper, like very like elegant.
He's like a grandpa, like elegant.
Yeah.
Type of guy.
His kind of thing. His fight. It was cool to see like the Black Bulls versus him, but I think mainly like his stuff was just kind of like really cool. Like his ice powers were really cool to see.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think it's just cool to see magic again here, if anything.
I thoroughly enjoyed seeing magic again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't know how I felt about Conrad versus Asta. It felt very like anticlimactic to me. Because I knew Asta had to fight him, right?
Yeah. You knew, and
so.
I think.
But
he gets cool the sword at the end, right?
The sword. Yeah.
Again, it was funny because they showed the sword momentarily, but because of the first Wizard King, he was gone, so I forgot the statue disappeared. So I was like, when Conrad was standing there, I was like, where's the statue? What the heck? Oh yeah, that's right.
I had the same reaction. I was like, the statue's supposed to be here, right?
Because he was holding the sword. He was depicted with the sword. So now it was I think the plot point just to show like, oh, here's the sword, but here's also the reason why we can't use the sword, by the way. Mm-hmm. Cough cough.
Wonder why.
Yeah. So
no. But yeah, it was okay. The Conrad versus Asa was okay.
It felt cool very movie. It felt like very anime movie fight-ish. Yeah. So
they were in space and it was crazy. Floating around.
Escalating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. This just reminded me when Asa's like, what was the phrase? He was like, my magic is never giving up, right?
Yeah.
Conrad reacted and I sat there and I was just like, I looked at my wife and I'm like, did we just get Martha'd?
Yeah.
Did we just get Martha'd in here?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Batman v Superman.
Just go find
Martha. Why'd you say that name?
Stop. I'm being very triggered right now.
So.
But I agree.
That was
the whole like I never give up.
We're so similar. I'm like, are you?
Yeah.
Again, like I think the plot. It's like one of those we're so similar, and it's like, oh yeah, of course I'll expand on it a little bit. Blah blah blah. I'm not ragging on it. I know the pacing. It's okay. It's just funny. That was the moment when my out of body experience where I was just like, it just took me out. I was like, Martha.
Wait, no, I agree, because I was sitting there and I was like, this feels very similar to another experience. But now that you said it, I agree. We got Martha'd. You're right.
It was so funny.
You're totally right.
After that, I couldn't take the movie seriously anymore.
No, yeah, I couldn't either. And then the fights happened afterwards, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Like that.
Yeah. It was just anytime they started talking plot, I was like, it's because you got Martha. It's okay, man.
I swear they said like never, like I never give up like at least like 6 times. They were like, I'm never giving up.
And I was like, no, stop using that phrase. It's go beyond your push past your limits. Damn it.
I was like, I'd rather you say surpass my limits.
Yeah, it's like surpass. Yeah, I was like, just say that. It's okay. We get it. Because Yami's cool.
Yeah. Yami's cool. But the ending of this movie truly alludes to the anime coming back, because they did announce that the anime is coming back.
They did. Yeah. So that's hype. That's the hype part.
That's the hype part.
Because I want more of the anime. I want to see more of this arc.
Listen, because we're manga readers, we know what's going to happen.
No. I mean, I mainly started reading because, one, I was interested in what's happening next. But once I heard that they were going on a hiatus, or they're taking a break, I was like, I'm just going to read, because I don't know when they're coming back.
Yeah. And plus, Bleach is back. And I think Black Clover will not be back until 2025.
So we can assume that, well, whenever Bleach ends, that's when they'll be back.
Yeah.
We can assume
2025. That. Yeah. So our friend who inspired us to do this podcast is a Bleach hater and fake fan, but a Black Clover lover. So we always trigger him. We're like, no, this studio loves Bleach a lot more. Don't worry.
I was like, oh, it's okay. They'll show off their guns here, and then they'll possibly just rest. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, Harrison, do you have any other closing thoughts? Anything else you want to talk about?
Martha. That's my TLDR.
We got Martha'd. That's all. That's a great placement.
It's like getting rickrolled after being... It's like after for years on end not getting rickrolled, and you get rickrolled again. You're like, dang, that kind of hurts.
That hurts. But yeah, that's all I have. That's all you have?
That's all I got. Don't make me say it again.
Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, and Facebook at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button right below me. And subscribe. It's a big red button also below me. Go smash it.
Smash it.
I don't think that's how you smash it, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? Comment down below if you got Martha'd as well, if you came this far into the episode. I mean, let us know your thoughts.
Join the club.
Yeah, join the club. But let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? What do you want us to read, review, play, news dumpy it out? Just let us know. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.